my name is Diane Bass, and I'm a federal criminal defense attorney in Orange County, California. And I wanted to talk to you about something called the trial penalty. Now, everybody's heard about plea bargains, and people understand generally that when you enter into a deal with the prosecutor, whether it's the DA's office or the U.S. Attorney's office, you're going to get a better deal than if you were to go to trial. But I want you to think about that, the ramifications of that. We have a constitutional right to a jury trial if we are accused of a crime, which means that we are literally being punished for exercising our right to a jury trial. And this extends not only in the area of plea bargains, but also in the area of how people are charged. For instance, we've all heard recently about how Michael Flynn was threatened that they would prosecute his son if he didn't take a deal. This happens every day. This isn't anything new. The investigators or the prosecutors on a case will say, well, we have information about your son, your wife, your daughter, your husband, and if you don't take a deal, we're going to look into them and we potentially charge them as well. So this is a bargaining chip that the government does use, and they do it legally. They do it as a way of getting somebody to enter into an early resolution of their case so that the government or the district attorney's office of whatever district you're in does not have to fulfill their constitutional obligation of meeting the burden of proof and of proving you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of every single element of the offense for which you are charged. They will give you a deal. They will say, well, we'll only charge you with this, but we won't add these additional charges, which is legal blackmail. And 92% of cases settle. So think about that. Only 2% of all of the cases filed and charged throughout the United States go to trial, which means we have a lot of innocent people who are pleading guilty. And these people are pleading guilty because the fear of going to trial means that they are going to get a much harsher sentence. Is that a criminal justice system? I think not. We have to change our vocabulary and accept the fact that we have a criminal legal system, but it is not a criminal justice system. And that is what I am here fighting for. That is what my colleagues that stand alongside me are fighting for. This has to change. But it starts with an awareness. It starts with the general public being aware of the fact that this occurs. It occurs every single day in every state of this country. So next time you are called for jury duty, you need to answer that call. You need to not try and make excuses of why you don't want to sit there for a few days. If there is any way that you can serve on a jury without severe hardship to yourself, you need to step up and you need to listen to the evidence and you need to make the prosecutors meet their burden of proof, prove a case, prove a defendant guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, or acquit them. We need to have a criminal justice system in our country. Thank you so much for listening.